And now, Fox 13 meteorologist Valerie Mills with your Sky Tower radar forecast.
Good Saturday morning. A gorgeous start to the day as we look outside in Tampa. Nothing but sunshine, 68 degrees, and pleasant humidity is here to stay today. Dew points in the 50s and 60s this morning, continuing all day on Saturday, but it's going to be warm into the afternoon. Seasonal as temperatures will reach right on into the mid-80s this afternoon. Winds more so coming in out of the east, a bit more of a southeast wind later on today and on into our Sunday. But we're talking rain-free conditions today for the state. Here's a look at the temperature map right now, where we do have kind of a mixed bag of temperatures, 50s and 60s, and then a couple of low 70s as we get closer to the coast, closer to the warm Gulf waters there. We're at 72 in St. Pete, but look at Crystal River, 57 for you. Brooksville was in the low 50s earlier this morning. It's right at 60 degrees in Leesburg. Frostproof, 62 for you. Wauchula right at 60 degrees, and we did have some upper 50s for our inland spots to start the day. As for winds, we're going to feel a comfortable breeze today, primarily out of the east, up to about 10 and 15 miles per hour. Late in the day Saturday and on into Sunday, we start to see more of a southeast wind returning to the forecast. That is going to allow for a little bit more mugginess in the air. As we look at our dew point trend, we're talking 60s mostly today on into Sunday, but notice by Sunday night, dew points creeping back into the low 70s, and that continues into the top of our next work week, and that's going to come with a weak passing front, a couple more clouds in the mix, but we're really only calling for about 20% rain chances with that passing front late Sunday and into Monday. So getting to the beach is really going to be great. We'll be dealing with some breezes at times, but otherwise temperatures topping out in the mid-80s all weekend long and right on into next week. As for the rain chances, here's how things are going to shake out as we look at our Fox weather model. Sunshine today, breezes out of the east, but otherwise things remain quiet tonight, mainly clear, and we start out tomorrow a lot of sunshine, and we'll keep that going through a good portion of the day on Sunday. But there's the front. It's going to start to bring some showers and storms early in the day for our North Florida spots. Late afternoon and evening, I'm calling for best rain chances for north of Tampa Bay. Maybe we see about 20 to 30% shower chances to close out Sunday, but it's going to be a weak front as it pushes past. And by Monday into Tuesday, high pressure builds back in. We dry things out pretty quickly behind the system. It's not really going to be bringing us much cooler air. And as far as the rain potential, I mean, we're talking maybe up to an inch of rain for some of our North Florida spots. And so it's not going to be able to produce a ton of rain, but really it's the best rain chances we've had here over the last week or so. In the meantime, high pressure still spinning over the Carolinas, and there's a look at the frontal boundary as it's starting to push through portions of Texas up into the Great Lakes and the Ohio Valley. That is going to bring a threat for severe weather today for central parts of the country, as we have some cooler temperatures on the backside of that system, 40s and 50s, and more so in the 70s for areas that have yet to see that front swing through, but that will be happening over the weekend. As for the tropics, we're keeping tabs on this tropical wave, 30% chance for that to form as it gets into the Caribbean. Conditions looking a little bit more favorable late this weekend into early next week. That's when we'll see this low pressure system cross into the Caribbean. Development is going to be slow, and so nothing's going to happen very quickly with this system. We'll be keeping tabs on this in the next week or so and continue to update you. But look at our storm tracks so far this season. Note nothing has made it into the Caribbean, completely storm-free so far this season. And water temperatures still in the mid-80s there, enough to sustain a tropical system. So no immediate threat, but we'll be watching that with more updates to come. Otherwise, for highs today, plan on the mid-80s for most of the area. About 87 today in Tampa, with a moderate chop on bay and inland waters. Along east wind today, mostly around 10 to 15 knots. A little bit less wind on the water for this afternoon. 60s for most of the region overnight tonight, and a couple of low 70s near the coast. I think for Sunday afternoon, with that south wind, we could see a couple of low 90s in the mix, but only calling for about 20% rain chances tomorrow and into Monday.